Okay, got a little early morning expedition here to locate a couple of old coal drift mines. And you see this is pretty dense forest. And these mines go back to about 1910. There's a whole complex of these mines. They're pretty spread out. And they were connected by long tramway lines. So the first mine should be down in this ravine. And then we've got to hike further, a little bit further up this draw, and it should open up into another series of drift mines. So that's kind of like what we're doing this morning. And Mr. Box is on point. So we'll see what we can do when we get to the first one. Okay, so this is the first drift mine we've come to, and remarkably it's open right here. Not sure how far back it goes or how open it is, but I guess we're going to find out. But like I said, these mines go back to around 1910. All right, well, I guess we'll go in and find out what it looks like. Okay, Mr. Box, he's already slid on down inside the mine. He said it looks pretty cool. So I'm going to come in down behind him. Remarkable this is open. And the only reason why it's open is because of the water coming down off of here and just created the opening, because it had been sealed for who knows how long. Okay, look back outside. Pretty remarkable, man. You just slide right in here and look what you got. Wow. That's pretty wide open. It's a pretty good sized coal seam too. That's easily a good 36 to 40 inches right there in some areas.
Rails remaining.
Like I said, this mine, drift mine, there's several more like it in this series. Go back to about 1910, in operation to somewhere around 1920, 22. You can still see the wooden timber supports. Sandstone, not really the best, but seems to be holding up remarkably well, that's for sure. So we'll just keep looking all around. It's not bad headroom, considering some of the ones we've been in before, man. Still got the timber braces there. Over 100 years old. They just hollowed out little sections, little adits.
Yeah, I'm almost wondering if this is where they would keep the mules in here.
I tell you, man,
it's mule stables.
Yeah, it's very unique looking coal drift mine, that's for sure. Yeah, never seen so many little cubby holes. Looks like it ends right up here, Mr. Box said. So this is just a short drift mine. It's amazing these are even still standing. See that cribbing right there? Still got in place. Looks like it ends right there. Well, we are on the side of a small ridge, so that's probably as far as they pushed it. Not much to look at, but it is pretty unique. A lot of timbers, a lot of little timber roof supports here, right here. Very definitive coal seam set against the sandstone right there. All right, well, we'll just look around here for a little bit more, and we've got some more to check out in the area, hopefully. See what else we can find, but this is a pretty neat find. So, all right. So, gonna walk on back. Mine's only about 100 feet long. Like I said, it's very unique. Still got the cross members right there. They even cut it out right there for that cross member. Huh. Yeah, I can understand them doing it with the sandstone roof. Still got the cross tie remains. Well, I'll say one thing too, man, it's dry in here. That's interesting. See, just cut that little section out right there. Didn't need to make any walls. Any of the standard rock walls you see in a drift mine, coal drift mine. For this, it was too, they didn't go back far enough. Well, alright, well, we'll go ahead and get on up out of this mine. And like I said, we got a few more to check out. Hopefully they may be open. We don't know what we'll find. First time to be in this area. So, alright, they got daylight right there. Alright, we'll go ahead and get on up out of here. Alright, man. Easy mine to get out of.
Heck yeah.
Didn't even have to do any digging. That's for sure. All right, man. Well, we just came across it. Didn't really have this one on our radar, but that's cool. And we're going to go see if we can locate a few more. You got another one over there, There's some more there. And we got to go up this draw and cut down to the left. That should take us to another series of mines. So we'll just this is what we're doing this morning. All right, so Mr. Box, we just came out of that one right there. Got a few more. Mr. Box just went and checked. Sometimes when you got these coal drift mines, they're collapsed. or blown. But sometimes the best way to go check them is to go up top, because the water will have channeled down from the top of the ridge. It'll come down, and it sometimes can create a huge opening. So that's what he was up there checking on. So anyway, we're going to be heading on up this way to check some more. We got to go up this draw and head down into this other ravine, and all these were connected. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so after hiking over this draw and coming down into this next section, like I said, all these mines were connected underground, except for that small drift that we saw, which was unusual. This is the remains of one of the drift mines here. And you can see this is where the opening was. It was big right here. So Mr. Box is going across. Now, they actually had a rail spur line that came all the way up this draw, and the draw runs for almost a mile up here, and it continues on with mines on either side. So that's what we're going to check out here. So anyway, very peaceful back here. Haven't seen one deer though. Of course, it's kind of late in the morning to see them, but nonetheless. Okay, so we're in this coal mine complex that dates back to between 1910 and 1925. So the foliage is not the best to do this, but we just have to take our time. So this right here is another drift mine entry right here. Definitely going to check this out and see what it looks like. It could have water in it, but we'll find out. And there's just a lot more all the way up this draw here. So that's what we're going to be checking on. All right, so Mr. Box, he likes to go on point, so he is just dropping down there to see if he can get past that shell pile. And all these mines, you're able to get in one, they're interconnected under this. Huh? All right, he's going to go over the shell pile and see if it's opened up. But all of these mines that are along these two long ridge lines are about over 900 feet high. So they're all interconnected. So the whole ridge lines are honeycombed. So just waiting to see what he reports back, if it's worth exploring. Hey, Mr. Box just came out and said it's a no-go. It's too sketchy. The shale, it's too much shale. The roof is real sketchy. So Mr. Box says it's a no-go. It's a no-go. That's it. I mean, listen, he is the mine inspector. All right? So he didn't even get paid for this stuff. All right, so we're going to keep heading on this way and just taking our time, man. It's a beautiful day, man. Beautiful to be out here in the woods. Okay, so we have come way further down from where we last were. I'm over here. And Mr. Box and I split up to cover more ground. This is just huge territory, thick underbrush. So we have found some mine remains, their shaft remains, and they're closed. So, but did come across this. And that is one big, deep subsidence. And right down there, there's an opening that goes into the mine. So there's supposed to be two drift mine entrances up here. So, more than obviously, there was another mine underneath, because they were working like 3 different coal seams here. So, anyway, got Mr. Box coming on up here, and we'll go down here and see what it looks like, man. It does look open though. This was not on our maps. So this may be relatively new within the last couple of years.
Looks too small to go through.
Most unusual. Had no idea, man, they had a mine this deep. I mean, this has the makings of a slope mine.
Yeah.
You know? So too narrow, eh?
Yeah. You have to do some digging out here.
Yeah.
Because it's the way it's situated, there's no way to contort your body to get
Yeah, I
in.
see that. Well, be careful coming out, man.
I will.
All right, so he's checked that out. We've got just a few more to check out, and before we call it a day. So, all right, get him on up out of there. Okay, so we have reversed course from where we were at, heading back past the route we came in at. Check out some more of these coal drift mines, and that's always a good telltale. We see that stacked rock wall. That's where they had the mine carts come out, and they had a little self-acting tipple, dump it on. They had mules that would take it. There would be a loading tipple further down that way. How's it look?
Collapsed.
Collapse? Okay. But anyway, that's always pretty neat to see that. And so as we're walking out, we're just going to stay this way and just be observant on some more mines in the area. So, all right. Okay, so we're almost at the end of our little field trip here, checking out some of these coal drift mines. It was an okay field trip. I mean, found a couple of open mines, the first one, and found a couple of other things. These Mr. Box is up here on this upper tramway bed. Got a section of rail right there. And right down there is where they had the rail line. And they used to have a tipple going across because there's more drift mines over there. So there's remains of a drift mine there. And yeah, got your standard piece of coal right there. Right there. So we're going to go ahead and wind this up unless we see something on the way back. And we're going to reverse course, start heading on back over the ridge lines, back to the service road and back to the vehicle. But anyway, good field trip. Mr. Box keeps track of the distance we walked, and so far we've walked 3.5 miles one way. So that means 3.5 miles back. So, but anyway, beautiful day to be out in the woods, though.